Okay, 35 millimeter with the framing stabilizer on. So I'm going to turn on the light, and you're going to see me pour some water. I'm trying to figure out how to do it. I don't know if you can see it. Let me put it over here. Okay. Yeah, it's doing it. They want to eat, but they're not eating because they're still an hour away from the feed time. So I like giving them the, see, 35 millimeter, you really have to be farther away. So, you know, you can see the dog, which isn't too bad, and then you can see the cat. The cat's looking at the plate, and he says, okay, where's my food? Come on, where's my food? So I hate putting food on and he doesn't eat the whole thing. And look at that face that he's giving me. He's trying to give me the sorry look, like, look, you want me to come over there and bite you and let you know that I'm hungry? So let's take a look at the auto framing with the 35 millimeter, and then I'll take it off and put up 3 different videos, but then I still got to walk around with the stabilization. Okay, so with 35 millimeter, it's not worth it to walk around because I take the whole screen, and you won't really see much about it. You know, you can't really test the stabilization when it's cropped. I can move this. Move it. Yeah. Go back here. Yeah, now it is. Okay. So it looked at the cat, and I think it set it off. So now I'm stabilizing. You know, moving around, and it's following me. But with, you know, as you get to 35, 50, whatever, it moves less. All right. It works better on the wide field of view, like the 20 millimeter, 16 millimeter, whatever. But you see, it's moving in the background. Of course, my voice is not as loud. So I'm going to turn this off, and then I'll just do the walk around with the stabilization without, you know, the active stabilization. But the panning mode, I'm turning off. So it's called the framing stabilizer. Okay, these stupid names that the cameras companies do: framing stabilizer, dynamic active, IBIS. And they call it different. They call it stabilization. So I guess they like the word. But you see, that's a crop. But I am filling the whole place. So remember when I had the 24 millimeter on the framing? It was like this. Okay, dynamic active stabilization, the framing. I was taking up the whole screen. That was the 24 millimeter. This is the 35, and if I took off this, you know, just normal stabilization, then I would be smaller, okay? But that's what a lot of these camera companies do. When they turn on the extra stabilization, you get a small crop. And it's to remove the wobbles and also not to give any line skipping to the video. Make it as clear as possible and less shaky. So let's walk around and test to see if there's any shakiness. It is hard to do with the 35 millimeter, okay? I've tried it with the 40 millimeter on the Sony. Now, it's bigger, okay? So, the dog and the cat follow. See, the cat has no problem going out, but then he whines when I'm inside, so I have to open up the door so he can go outside. But if I walk outside and close the door, he'll come out through that place all the time. So there's the dog, there's the cat. They want food. I gotta do the yard so they get cloudy. So you know what the 35 millimeter looks like, okay? Did it in the car with the A7C. So I think I'll just use the 24 millimeter or 20 millimeter and call it a day. I'll do 2 clips. I'm not going to do the framing because it doesn't have the framing in the camera. It does have some stabilization, but not as good as this one. Okay? So what do you think? It's a different type of lens hood, but the lens is back, so you can put a filter on it. It's a different, but I like it. And it's not as big as the 35 millimeter f1.8 on the, you know, for the Sony, but you know, for vlogging and stuff. Well, maybe not for vlogging, but you know, for car vlogging, yeah. Wider field of view, 40 millimeter is great, and it has a small lens hood also. But with third party, you get you know, options. I had $50 off on each lens today. So the most expensive was, well, with $50 off was $400, but that was the 18 to 50, okay? And that was an APS-C lens. Everything else was like 2 $200s and one $250. You had $50 to that, then you can figure how much I would have paid. But yeah, you get, and on that 18 to 50, I got $50 off of that also. Labor Day sales and used equipment is the name of the game. So what do you think? So I'm going to finish this video right here with the 35 millimeter Tamron f2.8. And here's a wonderful bird. So I see I'm trying to find, yeah, there's the flowers. Okay, so you really can't see the background. All right. I would never use this for vlogging. I would use it for taking pictures and video, not of myself. Okay, it's too close and personal. Anyway, thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. The video with the A7T, or A7C, I mean, will have all 3 lenses, and then that should give you a pretty good indication, is the lens worth it? So anyway, bye folks, enjoy the rest of the weekend.